Good afternoon, folks. What a beautiful Friday it is. I lied. It is so hot outside. It's unbelievable. If you don't have air conditioning, I'm telling you, get somewhere where you can get cool because it is dangerously hot. I had the nerve personally to take a nap today, and I had the air conditioner on, but I didn't have it on high, feeling that, I don't need it on high. When I tell you I woke up in drenched in sweat, that's putting it mildly. So it's dangerously hot. Guys, please make sure that you are keeping keeping cool, and make sure that you have water out, hot out there. Today, what we call LA is the concrete jungle, and we're going into the weekend. So please be safe. I'm excited today because, we have so much going on in the world with, this big event this weekend. President Trump has ICE coming in to the neighborhoods all throughout California this weekend. It's almost like a battle is going on because you have local law enforcement that are like, you know what, we're not going to help the federal government. We're going to help these people stay protected from the federal government. This is a new side of America that I've never really encountered before, where, you have the local government, fighting the state, fighting the federal government. So, my word to everyone is just be safe. Everyone be safe. On that note, we are talking to some extraordinary women today, in today's society around ICE, the whole border situation, the children at the border, women in technology, women for equal rights, equal speech, free speech, the day of social media, the day of technology. Well, today we have some young ladies, and I have to say that I'm a little disappointed, but I'm excited at the same time, and I really want you guys to understand why I'm a little disappointed and what we can do to change the situation for our sisters here on the line today. They are phenomenal human beings. They're one of the most big-hearted women that I've ever met. Today, right now, I remember the Dalai Lama. My friend reminded me over the weekend that said that, the Western woman is going to change the world. It's going to be changed by the Western woman. And today I'm talking to that kind of Western woman where we are in the business of equality for all, free speech, freedom of expression in our gifts and our creativity in the things that we want to create and put out there in platforms, and knowing that if we share our creativity on platforms, that those platforms will respect our creativity like they do for everybody else and do the same. It's simple. So I'm not going to get I'm going to get off my soapbox because I want to really chat it up with Leanne, my friends Leanne and Anita-Marie today, who are the creators of a wonderful, fun, really visually appealing app game called, I'm going to let them talk about their app game. And why they made it and the challenges that these young ladies have experienced as a result of trying to get this game out there. Without further ado, I want to invite Leanne and Anita-Marie on the line today on iHeartRadio with Kimberly Jessica. Anita and Marie and Leanne, are you there?
Hello. Hello, we are. How are you?
How great, ladies. How are you today on this hot Friday?
It's humid. We're back east right now, and it's humid here.
Oh, yeah, so you don't have the sticky, fiery thing going on where you feel like fire is on your back.
No, but I would rather the LA heat. I lived out there for many, many years, and I would rather the LA heat than this humidity. You just want to pull your skin off.
That's true. And with the LA heat, at least you could find some water at some point. But you can also go to, Ocean Beach, too. That's in New London. I used to love Ocean Beach as a child.
Yeah, I'm working on snap tendons in my foot. I can't be doing the beach. I got to stay in the air conditioning.
Yeah, we'll stay in the air condition. Well, listen, I hope you feel better on your foot. You've been dealing with that, and I truly hope you feel better. Tell us, Leanne and Anita-Marie, what prompted you guys to create this app? Tell us about your app.
It came about, we were talking with some friends about the situation at the border, and I handle a lot of things with humor, and I we all got to talking about how this president, in our opinion, makes himself seem like he's a god. So it came out with, what if there was a game where there was a wall but it was, Trump up in the air like God or like a superhero, and really it just kept going from there. But one of the reasons why it all snowballed into that, it was when he shut the federal government down. And we wanted to have the game ready so we could donate some of the money for one of the families in Connecticut that was affected by it. But he ended up opening the country, or the government,
right.
And so we decided to do something with the legal fees at the border.
Wow! Look at the big.
I'm sorry.
Were you saying something else? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have big hearts, because, at some point it becomes a human issue. Don't you agree?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, I honestly am in disbelief that this is America. Yeah. How can you treat another human being like this? Like how? I really don't understand. Maybe I'm being naive to think that this wasn't here all this time, but it's coming out of the woodwork, and it's disgusting.
And what's crazy is that there's a lot of other people that feel that way. Like, a lot of people feel the way the president does. A lot of people have his back in regards to this. So it's like, what's going on here? I mean, is it just this president that highlighted it, or do you feel that other presidents may have been doing it, but it's just not as highlighted?
No, I absolutely think that it's this president. I think that he, it used to be that, white supremacy and these neo-Nazi groups, they were the ones that had to be in the closet and, we're having a meeting tonight in Billy Bob's basement, that the presidents that we've had before, they made sure of that. Like, no, that's not okay. That is not okay to do to people. So if you're going to do that stuff, you do it in your own home where nobody knows about it, and don't tell anybody because we don't want to hear about it. This president opened up that door. I think he opened up that door and closed the door on the humans.
Human side of things. The human side of things. Can you walk us through the game a little bit? Can you give us an idea when we download the game? What can we expect to see? What's the takeaway that we're going to end up with this game?
Well, the game, when you first sign on, it takes you to a coyote character, and there are different coyote characters, and you get to play each one. So it will take you to a coyote character. Underneath the coyote character, it'll have you choose an artillery. So it can either be a cluster bomb, it could be a bazooka, and with a slingshot motion, you fire at the wall to create a hole. And underneath where the coyotes are, amigos come out from under the ground to go across through the border. And above the wall is a Donald superhero looking like character who does try and stop them from coming over the border and keeps putting more of the wall down. He says things. If you win, he says, I don't want to talk about it. If he wins, he says, I'm too great to lose, loser. I put a lot of really things that he says. When the female coyote character throws the chili, she says, I have something hot you can grab. So it pokes fun of things, but we really want to do something good with it, with giving back.
Right, and the thing about it is, it's actual things, so you're not making anything up. It's actual things that he said on tape. What I've heard.
Yes, there is a site that I got some of these sayings that he said in here, like the bing bing bong bong. He says that in the game because I guess he really said it. I never paid attention to politics like I do now.
Right. I see what you mean. Now, what are some of the backlashes that you've received trying to get this app off of the ground and get it published?
Well,
where do you start?
Apple won't put it up. We got approved for the beta, so it was okay to do it on test flight, and we were testing on Google as well. When it came down to the final launch, we were up on Google. We were live on Google within like 3 or 4 hours. But with Apple, it took over a week, and I had to write and ask what was going on. Then we got a rejection letter. They were saying that it was defamatory and mean-spirited. So I had to appeal, and they said it's inappropriate. And they have some really inappropriate apps, but they weren't allowed. But we're not allowed to talk about it.
Well, they just basically is what I'm feeling is that you guys experienced some discrimination. What I'm feeling is you guys got some I can, you can't, they can, you can't madness going on is what I'm hearing.
Yes, I don't know who owns those other apps, but ours isn't allowed.
I would love to know from, you guys are putting on my investigative reporting hat, just so you know, I used to run the show A Fistful of Dollars when good businesses go bad. I was in the business of exposing bad businesses, whether they were conglomerates or whether they were mom and pops. If you called me, we're going to go with our media crew, we're going to expose you. So today I'm putting on A Fistful of Dollars when good businesses go bad, for Apple and a couple of other places because you have some explaining to do, and I'm going to reach out to Apple for a comment because we need to take a look at this and say, hey, this is what you call no different than Saturday Night Live. Am I lying here, ladies?
No.
We were surprised about Amazon too because there's a lot of political apps on Amazon, so we really thought we had our high hopes on that one.
And if
Amazon also got a very big tax break from Trump, so maybe he just didn't want to put this up. I have no idea.
If Apple and them want to be so specific, why don't they start taking down things like In Living Color and things like Mad TV and things like Saturday Night Live because they crack on Trump all day, all night, every day, all night. Sarah Palin, come on, this is like parody. It's sarcasm. It's played by fame, people. It's not that serious. It's sarcasm. Why are you getting so stiff-necked? Let's let it go. We're going to reach out to Apple. What do you want to say to Apple? Anita-Marie and Leanne, what do you want to say to these people on Amazon that are being hypocrites? Because we have your back, Leanne and Anita-Marie.
I would like for it to be on that platform. 85% of our audience is iOS. How am I supposed to get this out there for people to see? Whether it's to have fun with or whether it's to really pay attention and focus on the charity. Either way, it's hindering who sees it. It's only live on Google, which is a great platform. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Google, but we could reach more people, and they actually cut us off at the knees. Right out the gate with the launch, they cut us off at the knees.
Are there
I started this race with one leg.
Do you know of other platforms besides Google that will allow you to upload the app? I'm going to look that up because I know that there are other platforms. They're not as big, but you really want that heavy Google ranking. Here I am with my business hat on, right? So we're going to reach out to Apple, and they have some explaining to do because if they don't explain this and they're not able to explain this, it's not going to go well on the social media platforms that we are part of. We need, if you're going to listen, Apple and Amazon, if you're going to censor Leigh-Ann, and if you're going to censor Anita-Marie's app on Donald Trump, I need you to go ahead and I want you to censor Saturday Night Live, censor Mad TV, censor Played by Fame, censor all those other parodies and those other shows that literally make fun of real life situations, even Dave Chappelle. Seriously, it's offensive and it needs to stop. This is a humanitarian issue and we've got to bring some sort of light to the situation. Leigh-Ann and Anita-Marie, I just want to thank you guys for coming forward. What can we expect from you? How can we download this app? How can we find you on social media? And any last words?
You can find us on the app on Google Play, and
we're on Facebook,
we're on
Twitter.
Yep, go to donaldsborder.com for the landing page, and you'll be able to see the game. But
and the company site.
Yes, One Creation. There's the name of our company, so you can go to onecreation.com and find out as well.
Well, ladies, we are going to call them out. And is there any last words that you want the world to know about you? Because these ladies are coming and they're not going away. So get ready, get ready, get ready. That's what the Temptations said. Get ready, get ready, get ready. What do you want the world to know about you, Leigh-Ann and Anita-Marie?
We're ready.
We're not going to stop.
Nope, we're going to keep going. Who knows what we're going to create next?
It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop.
No.
You're right, Leigh. It's not going to stop.
Absolutely not.
Well, Puff Daddy says it well. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Didn't he say that?
He absolutely did.
Well, there you have it, ladies. Any last words for our audience before we slip off and go to a commercial break?
I just thank everybody for paying attention and listening. And if you can download the app or go to the website and donate so we can give to these families, we're going to donate 100% of the merchandise sales
on Teespring.
I love it. Teespring is awesome, and you can actually get T-shirts and stuff from there. Am I correct?
You are correct.
You guys are so creative. These are just to let my audience know. Their work is so awesome and creative. The graphics are they're so specific and detailed. It almost feels like a real 3D animated cartoon. So guys, go download the app. I'm gonna download it. I have an iOS, so I'm mad because I want to download this app. I'm going to have to get my Android and go ahead and download it. If you have Android, you can go ahead and download it right now. You can go ahead and donate. 100% of the proceeds will go to a fund that will help the families that are on the border. Leigh-Ann and Anita-Marie, I just want to thank you guys so much for being who you are, for creating this awesome company, and for being a voice for the unheard.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. The pleasure is all ours. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in a few minutes. We just heard from the app creators of the game with Donald Trump on the border. Am I saying it right, Leigh-Ann? Is it on the border, Anita and Maria? Is it Donald's border?
No, it's Donald's Border.
Donald's Border. Check it out, guys. Go to the
donaldsborder.com.
donaldsborder.com, as well as you can download it on Google. We will be right back. Thank you again, Leigh-Ann and Anita-Marie, for interviewing with us today and for talking to us about your app. We'll be right back. We'll be shooting out to Apple for a comment. So we will be. This is not going to end today. Thank you, guys. We'll be right back. We're going to pay some bills.